Carbondale.
That's the B team. That's the title of the movie.
We were trying to think of a story for the alt.news movie this year, and I thought of the title first, the B team, you know, which implies that it's a bunch of morons, so I just thought, let's do a movie about a bunch of morons fighting crime.
We had brought in a treatment, and the idea got approved by the group, and so then these 15 to 20 people got together.
We were all just throwing out ideas. We actually got a lot of great stuff out of those meetings.
Out of that came, Jordan brought up the birthdays scene.
Which is like a restaurant where everybody goes to eat because it's a restaurant.
Which unfortunately was cut. It was one of my favorite scenes.
But it's really obnoxious with like birthday music.
Welcome to birthdays, where every day's your birthday.
We had a custom song for that, which is pretty cool.
The birthday's idea we had to cut out because the script was way too long.
The original script, I think, was something like 35 pages.
From there, it just started getting cut and cut and cut, and we're down to 18 pages, and we're down to 16, and it took shape and changed shape as the movie went along.
When we first wrote the script, we only had one person in mind for one of the characters, and that was Gene as Crash. Everyone else, we didn't know what was going to happen.
We actually hung up what they call a flyer, and we were able to bring in some people outside of our group, people that actually had acting experience.
We were hoping that we would get some of the theater kids, and I think we had a few come out.
Stephanie came in and she tried out for Medulla. That was really cool. That's when we knew that maybe casting was a good idea. She just, had taken our crappy script and just made the character come to life. Rob Garfinkel tried out for the part of Darwin.
Have you been involved in any acting or theater before?
I guess seasonal.
We loved his voice, so we casted him as Darwin.
When we were looking for Andretti, he had to be crazy, he had to be drunk.
Hey, Sal.
A lot of people would stumble around and slur their words.
Those were some of the funniest auditions.
We weren't quite getting it. At the end of it, we weren't sure what we were going to go. Tim and Sean just said, why don't you try it? I was like, oh, okay, why not? It'll be fun.
Get them to the car, they don't run over, they don't want to take it. They can try it, but they can tell me.
Jay was hands down the best.
This is my wheelchair. I have two wheels.
When we were auditioning the mayor characters, we had a lot of different people come in, doing a lot of different styles.
Forget about the dying mom and pop shops that clog this city's economy.
And start thinking about Mayor World.
Start thinking about that, gentleman.
And tell me it's not perfect.
Some of the people were just kind of doing their own thing. Drew Mitchell came in, and he had kind of a fire to him. He's like, imagine kids, huh.
But Jeff Specker just completely fit the role.
I landed, I don't know how I landed back here.
The movie was really cool because I got to make a bunch of random stuff. A giant taco, a bee costume, a Viking costume, a giant bay window that the mayor was going to go crashing through. And there's all these ridiculous things that somehow mesh together.
Like, I don't even want to count the number of props we had in this movie.
This is one of the props from the movie. This is Andretti's wheelchair.
My legs are fine. I prefer a chair.
We had the tumbler, which was the drill that would destroy one of the mayor's walls. That didn't go quite as planned.
Mayor World was a monster. It was huge.
That was, that's what kind of the movie was based around, was that one big action scene.
And all the buildings are made out of just cardboard boxes. I don't think you can tell. So the construction was over a couple days, but when it came time to shoot, it still wasn't painted yet.
They were literally like painting it and building it moments before they needed it on set.
You take in boxes and paint it, set it down, paint it, move this, and we had people running all over the place.
And it was just really cool to see so many different people all just giving up their Friday night to build a city out of cardboard.
That attitude of everyone working together and wanting just to get this movie done, that really made it all possible.
Everybody who crewed worked so hard on this. They would stay 10 hours just for this movie.
It was definitely not an individual effort. There were a lot of people involved, and it took a lot of work to make this movie.
That is a wrap.
That's a wrap. 18.